Hi, everybody. Andrea Carvin here at InnerSparks Rehab Gym and Spa. Thank you for joining us. I help high achievers. I'm the rehab expert for high achievers. And this week, we're going to be specializing in talking about shoulders. And today, our inquiry is your yoga hurting your shoulder? So let's explore that topic. Shoulders. Okay. So an injury I'm seeing a lot over the past couple of years has been from a lot of down-facing dogs. And as people do down-facing dogs or chaturanga, there is a lot of weight that goes on the shoulder. So I'm going to share a case study of a client that I had who was developing chronic shoulder pain. And let me just take a quick look here at my notes. So she started developing shoulder pain and wasn't quite sure what was the cause. Did all the traditional things that you do, heat, ice, took it easy, range of motion, it would get a little bit better, then it would get worse, went for massage, went for acupuncture, went for a chiropractor, it would get a little bit better, get a little worse. And this is what high achievers do. We really try to solve problems. I can tell you because I'm one of them. So high achieving people are proactive. So eventually, after a year or two, her shoulder was still bothering her, went to the doctor, got some x-rays, everything was looking fine, but here's this chronic shoulder pain. What is that about? Why does it keep coming back? Eventually, when about 2.5 years into this cycle, again, after PT and things like that, she came in and we started to assess what was going on. And this was a turning point for her as we were exploring movement patterns and what movement patterns in her lifestyle were leading to potential shoulder pain problems and what could we do about those movement patterns. So we took a different approach. Rather than just looking at the pain and trying to relieve the pain and make the muscle strong and this and that, we looked at what movement patterns. And it was so interesting what we found out, because there were some teachers who should we go in and do yoga and there was no pain. And it was confusing for her because after the yoga classes, she felt good. You're doing your muscles, you're de-stressing, this and that. But some yoga teachers have a style where they may do a lot of chaturangas over and over and over again. And if you're moving faster than your body is able to accommodate, if you are not paying attention to the alignment in your shoulders, what we found with this, woman, and again, this is common, is there's not a direct correlation at the end of the class. It feels like my shoulder hurts. You usually feel it a day or two after. And so when teachers would switch around and she'd switch around her classes, that consistency to start to see the pattern wasn't there. So it was really elusive. So when we started to look at that and really look at her movement patterns during the yoga, we were able to identify the problem just like that, because chaturanga requires a lot on your shoulder muscles. It's a lot of weight bearing. How you get into it, how you get out of it, and the rotation of your shoulders will impact. So what we were able to do after we assessed what was going on is get rid of her pain. She understood how she needed to move her shoulders to keep herself in the proper alignment and not cause constriction in the front, which is what was happening based on her hand positions. And another problem that happens with repetitive chronic injury is your body starts to move in threat because it's trying to get your attention. So we looked at the poses that she was doing, and we looked at the joints and what was creating threat posture. Because when you're in threat posture, your muscles start to lock down, and even though you can move, you're not moving efficiently and well, and you're moving in ways that are going to cause more tension and strain, and you keep doing it over time, and boom, you've got this chronic painful shoulder thing. So we looked at what created stress and threat in her body as she was thinking about doing something that her brain knew was causing problems and just couldn't make that connection for her. And boom, back doing yoga, everything's good. And that was a shoulder problem that was fortunately solved. So this week is about shoulders. If you have questions, please put them up on the board. If you would like to be part of our community that I'm starting to build, Rehab Movers and Shakers, just type in Movers and Shakers online, and that's where I'm putting some of my more special tips, advice. It's totally free, but we're creating community about people who want to learn how to live and grow young and as high achievers and do a fabulous job of taking care of our bodies. So I'll see you tomorrow, everybody, and we'll have another tip about shoulders, and have a fabulous day. Take care. Bye-bye.